Hello guys, we have already looked at ways to create a template and save your part file or a part template and open the templates, carry on working from that point onwards. What I think at this point you should know how to maneuver in Solidworks. It can get really frustrating with any CAD package if you don't know how to find your way around your object, how to rotate, how to change the orientation so that you can take a look around and then you can process your model in question. Basically, the easiest way. Well, I wouldn't say it is the easiest way, but it is one of the ways of rotating or changing the view orientation. It's using this view orientation bar basically. I'm going to if you click here, view orientation, that gives you a few options. So if I were to click this icon here, which gives me a front view, this gives me a left hand side view, this gives me a right hand side view, so on and so forth. So that's the top view there, that's the bottom view, and these boxes, they give me isometric view, like so. So if you were to look at the arrangement of this icon, this is pretty much like the third angle projection system. So the front view it's in the middle, we have the left hand side view on the left hand side, right hand side view on the right hand side, top on the top, bottom on the bottom, etc, etc. So there is a lot of thought that has gone into the design of these, even this one. That is why SolidWorks is so very intuitive. It's just very easy to understand and sort of remember. So even the layout of these icons make a lot of sense. So that's one way of changing view orientation. A second way, you can use your arrow keys on the keyboard. So I'm trying my up and down arrow keys. These are the left and right arrow keys, and that allows me to rotate an object. So I can see my reference plane rotating. Secondly, we can try and hold down shift and try the arrow keys, which will rotate the object by 90 degrees. Shift is perhaps this is the coolest command in SolidWorks. What you can do with shift, you can hold down shift, and if you were to hit any of these direction arrows in sequence, so let's just hit the side arrow 3 times, SolidWorks kind of remembers that sequence and it will rotate that object 3 times for you. If you were to hold down shift and hit 2 of these arrows at the same time, right, we can see that, and it can also work with 3 direction arrows. So holding down shift, 3 arrows, and it gives you a quick rundown of what your object is looking like from 3 possible orientation. And don't stop there, go ahead and try if this works. So holding down shift and holding down 4 arrows, there we go. It didn't work this time. I'm not doing this properly. There you go, that works, and we can do this few times and we can see our object doing a little dance for us, hands free, without touching the keyboard. So we just do it for time, and it remembers the sequence, and it will produce that for us. So that's another option. Secondly, we can hold down control, and if you were to use the arrow keys, that this allows us to pan, so move left and right, up and down. Sometimes it's necessary to focus on a zone, zoom into that zone, and carry on working. So this is a very handy command. Sometimes you just want to move or shift laterally, that works. Alter and arrow keys work. So this is rolling motion basically, we call that roll. Up and down doesn't really work. Left and right arrow keys work with alter key. If you were to hold down control and try the numbers on main keypad, so if you have a numeric keypad, it won't work. So holding down control and the numbers on your keyboard will give you the front view, the rear view, that's the right hand side view, left hand side view, top view, underneath view. Control 7 is the isometric one, and control 8. So these are the options in SolidWorks. There is something else you can use in SolidWorks, which is called mouse gestures, which can be found if you were to right click any of these, this space here somewhere. So if you were to right click here, go into customize, so locate customize from that menu, and from the customize window, see if you can bring out mouse gestures. make sure yours are enabled and you have selected the 8 gestures option. Click OK to come out of it. What that means, you can use the right click of the mouse, and if you right click and keep it clicked, and if you were to move your mouse just a little bit, it gives you this hidden pie menu. So basically you are presented with these 8 options, and the way to make it work, basically you right click, hold, and then you go to that certain field. So that is the top view. You right click, hold, this is the left hand side view because I'm moving on the left hand side. Right click, hold over to this side to align your screen to the right view. Right click, hold over to this side for isometric view. So I think this is very handy command. So I can very quickly I can reorient my model in the desired way just using the mouse. So this is another way of controlling things. You can use your middle mouse button as a zooming tool. So the scroll on the middle mouse button, if you're on the laptop, well, let me tell you, SolidWorks is no fun without a mouse. You got to get yourself a proper 3-click 3-button mouse. So you can scroll. If you're scrolling away, that in my case it's zooming out. If scrolling in, I'm pretty sure we can configure the way this works. So scrolling works. You can actually click the scroll wheel. So it is a click, and you can click and hold, and you can this is a free hand rotate basically. So you can rotate your object by holding down the middle mouse button. Like so. And finally you can hit the space bar to bring out these orientation options as well. So hitting space bar brings out normal view, front view. If I double click front, that brings me to the front view. Space bar, right click, top view, right there, so on and so forth. So there we have it. I want you guys to practice a little bit of mouse gestures. This is my favorite. And I also quite like Control 7. So I tend to use the middle mouse button to do a freehand rotate if I need to. And generally I look at my model in isometrics. That makes a lot of sense to me. I can see the 3D view very quickly like that, and I can carry on working on that. So come back for more.